They might look slow and lumbering, but wild bears are anything but. A full-grown bear can hit speeds of up to 35 miles per hour and crush a thick log with one swipe of its paw. Each year, these powerful animals cause more than 30,000 cases of agricultural damage across the United States, adding up to over $16 million in losses for farmers. By 2025, the country is expected to be home to nearly 750,000 bears, and their impact is felt in every region they roam. Across rural America, countless farms battle destroyed crops, injured livestock, and torn-up property. In states like Alaska, Montana, and Wyoming, the tension between farmers and bears is part of everyday life. Yet buried within that conflict is an unexpected twist. Regulated bear hunting actually boosts local economies and supports wildlife conservation. The Wyoming Game and Fish Department reports that hunting licenses alone generate about $4.88 million each year, and hunters spend an additional $12 million on equipment, travel, and lodging, money that flows directly back into small communities and conservation programs. In this episode, Agriculture Pro takes a closer look at how Americans hunt, protect, and even earn a living from one of the nation's most iconic predators. It's a story that exposes the thin line between managing wildlife responsibly and simply trying to survive alongside it. Are we shaping nature or just reacting to it? To understand the real stakes, we first need to meet the troublemakers at the center of it all. Two very different bear species that share one thing in common: a remarkable ability to stir up chaos wherever they roam. Across the wilderness of the United States, nearly every human bear encounter can be traced back to two species: black bears and grizzlies. One is a nimble climber that vanishes into treetops. The other moves like a four-legged bulldozer. Both are smart enough to remember any place they found food, even years later. The American black bear, typically weighing between 200 and 330 pounds, ranges from the mountains of California to the hardwood forests of Michigan. Mostly active at night, it prowls quietly through orchards, barns, and fields looking for easy pickings: corn, apples, berries, livestock feed, anything it can swipe without much effort. Black bears mate in early summer, and after hibernating through the cold months, females emerge with 1 to 3 newborn cubs tucked safely at their side. As cities push farther into once remote wilderness, the space shared by humans and bears grows tighter, and that overlap can turn dangerous fast. This leaves us with a difficult question: how do we manage rising bear populations without throwing the entire ecosystem off balance? To keep both communities and wildlife safe, agencies turn to regulated hunting as a practical management tool. The goal isn't to eliminate bears, it's to maintain stability in areas where coexistence has started to break down. Each year, an estimated 40,000 to 50,000 bears, mostly black bears, are legally harvested across the United States. Hunting seasons, limits, and regulations differ from state to state, all designed to keep populations healthy while reducing conflict. But hunting a bear is anything but simple. It starts long before the trigger is pulled, with careful traction, a craft that demands patience, experience, and sharp instincts. Hunters study riverbanks and game trails for claw marks, scat, and freshly turned logs. Each tiny clue reveals where a bear might be feeding, traveling, or bedding down. Absolute silence is critical. One snap of a dry twig can end the hunt before it even begins. Equipment matters just as much as technique. For black bears, hunters typically rely on medium-caliber rifles like the .243, .270, or .30-06, rounds that offer accuracy and enough stopping power. When it comes to grizzlies, heavier calibers such as the .300 Win Mag or .375 H&H are the standard, delivering the force needed for a clean, ethical shot. No matter the species, the goal is always the same: a precise hit to the vital organs, ensuring safety for the hunter and respect for the animal. Even with all their strength, bears remain surprisingly predictable. They follow the same trails, revisit the same feeding spots, and usually steer clear of trouble unless pushed. Experienced hunters understand these. But taking down a bear is not the end of the journey. It's the beginning of a different kind of work. What happens afterward combines tradition, know-how, and genuine respect for the animal. The first and most important task is field dressing, removing the internal organs so the meat can cool quickly and stay fresh. In many states, especially heavily regulated places like Alaska, hunters are required to gut the animal before moving it, ensuring proper handling and preventing waste. Taxidermy and hide sales can vary widely in price. A shoulder mount for a black bear typically runs around $2,200, while a full mount of a large grizzly can climb to $6,000 or more. Rawhides may sell for anywhere from just over $1 to a few $100s per kilogram, but once they're turned into finished products, the value jumps significantly. Bear rugs often range from $600 to $7,000, depending on the size, quality, and species. And although illegal, certain parts, like paws and claws, sometimes make their way into black markets, where a matching set can fetch between $5,000 and $10,000 due to demand tied to traditional medicine. The money generated through legal hunting and regulated sales plays an important role. These funds help support conservation programs, population monitoring, scientific studies, and community education. In an unexpected way, responsible hunting contributes to making sure bears continue to thrive as part of America's wild landscape for generations to come. Of course, the system comes with its share of controversy. Supporters argue that hunting is both a long-standing tradition and an essential tool for managing bear populations. Critics, however, see it as unnecessary cruelty masked as recreation. Environmental groups warn that poorly regulated hunting can disrupt ecosystems and contribute to the illegal trade-in. In 2015, Florida's first black bear hunt in more than 10 years ignited a national firestorm when quotas were blown past within just 2 days, raising serious concerns about oversight and planning. Techniques such as baiting or pursuing bears with hounds remain hotly debated, with opponents calling them outdated and unethical. Meanwhile, many rural communities insist that regulated hunting keeps bears cautious, reduces dangerous encounters, and provides a financial boost to local economies. What do you think matters most when it comes to building a future where both people and bears can thrive? Share your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear your take on it. Stick around for more in-depth stories and fresh insights exploring the intersection of agriculture, wildlife, and the environment. Until next time, this is Agriculture Flow, helping you see the bigger picture behind every harvest.